Did you know that the average man in a lifetime dates around 7 women? But some men blow past that number in just a few years. Ever wonder what gives them away? These aren't just subtle signs. They're glaring signals that scream experience. From smooth, talking charmers to those who never get attached, there are clear indicators that a man has been with a lot of women. Today, we're diving deep into the 9 signs that reveal a man's romantic past. And trust me, you'll never look at him the same way again. 1. A man who has been with many women tends to have a high level of confidence when interacting with women. He's comfortable around them, knows what to say, and rarely seems nervous or unsure. He doesn't stumble over his words or act shy. This confidence comes from experience, as he's likely been in many social and romantic situations before. A man who has been with a lot of women often knows how to flirt effortlessly. He may use playful teasing, compliments, or subtle body language. It's not awkward or forced. He knows how to read the room and adjust his approach based on the person he's with. His charm feels natural because he's done it many times before. Sometimes men with a lot of experience don't get emotionally attached as quickly. They might enjoy spending time with women, but they're often less invested in the deeper emotional connection. This can come from having many relationships or flings, so they may not feel the need to get too serious too soon. It can be harder for them to open up emotionally because they're used to keeping things casual. Men with a lot of experience usually understand what women appreciate. Whether it's the way they talk, the kind of gifts they choose, or the activities they plan for dates, they often know how to make women feel special. This is because they've learned over time what tends to work and what doesn't. They've picked up on patterns and preferences that many women share. Another sign is how well he uses body language. Men who have been with a lot of women are often very aware of how they present themselves. They maintain good eye contact, keep a relaxed posture, and use gestures that show confidence and interest. They've learned how to communicate without words, making them more attractive to the people around them. These men aren't easily impressed by typical compliments or efforts. They've probably heard and seen it all before. Instead of being excited by someone's charm or looks, they might remain calm and composed. This doesn't mean they don't appreciate others, but they're used to certain behaviors and aren't quick to be wowed. A man who has been with many women may have a pattern of short-term relationships or casual flings. He might enjoy meeting new people, but doesn't commit to long-term relationships as often. While this doesn't apply to everyone, it's common for men who are constantly moving from one connection to another. Because of his experience, he might have developed high standards or very specific preferences in women. He knows exactly what he likes and what he doesn't. This can make him more selective when choosing who he wants to date or spend time with. He may also be quicker to end things if they don't meet his expectations. Finally, a man who has been with many women is often very comfortable with physical intimacy. He doesn't seem nervous or awkward when things get physical, and he knows how to handle these moments with confidence. Whether it's something as simple as holding hands or something more intimate, he's at ease and knows how to navigate these situations. Lesson 2. Knows what women like. One of the key reasons these men know what women like is simple. They pay attention. They observe the small things, like the way she smiles when talking about her favorite movie, or how her eyes light up when discussing a particular hobby. They don't rely on guesswork. They listen carefully and make mental notes of what matters to her. This deep level of attention shows that they care, and women notice. Experience plays a major role too. Men who've been in many relationships often learn what works and what doesn't. Over time, they've figured out that it's not about grand gestures, but the small, thoughtful actions that count the most. They've had the opportunity to learn from their mistakes. Maybe once they bought the wrong gift or planned a date that didn't go well. But they didn't repeat those mistakes. Instead, they used them to better understand what truly resonates with women. Knowing what women like also comes from emotional intelligence. These men can sense when to be supportive, when to be playful, and when to give space. They're not just reading the words spoken. They're reading the emotions behind them. This allows them to adapt in the moment, offering comfort or excitement, depending on the situation. Women appreciate men who can connect on a deeper emotional level, and these men have mastered that art. It's not just about knowing general likes and dislikes. It's about personalization. Men who truly know what women like take the time to tailor their actions to the individual. They don't just buy any flowers. They remember her favorite type. They don't plan just any date. They don't plan just any date. They think of an activity she's talked about wanting to try. This level of thoughtfulness shows that he's been paying attention, and that makes women feel seen and valued in ways that go far beyond surface level attraction. And perhaps most importantly, men who know what women like act with confidence. They're not second guessing their decisions or wondering if they're doing the right thing. They've learned over time that being decisive and self-assured makes a difference. This confidence, combined with their understanding of what women appreciate, allows them to create meaningful and enjoyable experiences without overthinking. So, what's the secret? It's not about charm or good looks. It's about listening, paying attention, and learning from experience. Men who know what women like aren't perfect, but they understand the importance of making women feel heard, valued, and understood. And that's what truly sets them apart.